Hi everyone, welcome back to K-Pop Appreciation. My name is Simon, and today we'll be appreciating Monster X's latest single, Fantasia. For those of you new to the channel, this isn't your first time reaction kind of deal. I've watched this video multiple times. I've heard the song multiple times. What we're going to do here is we're going to watch the video twice. First time without any interruption. I might make a comment here or there. And the second time we'll watch it, I'll definitely pause at certain spots that I particularly enjoyed or appreciated. Okay, and I'll share my perspective with you all. Yeah, so this song came out the last week of May. I want to say it was May 26th or something like that. And yeah, it's, as expected of a Monster X title track. Very high energy, high octane, video looks great. All six of them look, fit and awesome as usual. Song's very catchy. Great dance moves, great musical hooks. Yeah, not much to say after that, really. So, anyway, we'll just get right to it, okay? Here we go. Here's Monsta X's Fantasia. Fantasia, Fantasia. That drop immediately. Start off with the rap by Jew Honey here.
Yeah, always I kill. Fantastic, that's me cause I slay. Top of the top, my level is A. 내 자신과의 싸움을 수차례 반복해. Let's just make a deal. 날 흔들어 놔. 무너뜨리고 다시 해집어놔. It goes like bam. 당겨 방아쇠 무릎 꿇지 않아. 꺾이지 않아 난. 멀어져봐 세게 묶어봐도 세게 막아봐 if you can Fantasia 두려움이 raise it feel what I'm blazing 다시 기억해내 Fantasia
Keep an eye out for the choreography during the chorus. We're going to talk about it later.
I'm good.
Start with IM's rap.
Yo, I go loco. 급이 달라 우린 take my flow. 아인 보통 나의 스타일이 니들의 motto. 박자를 갈패를 들은 매력 우린 속도를 올려 차원이란 level. Yo, who gon' stop us? Who gon' stop us? 저리 비켜 we gon'
가진 게 너와 나 둘뿐이던 나 그것만이 온 세상이
Minhyuk, and then no, it was Hyun, and then now it's Shonu, just like in the first verse. Now it's Minhyuk. First part of this chorus. Then we got Hyungwon. I have a lot of respect for Hyungwon. I'm going to talk about this later. Okay, watch the chorus. I mean the choreography. If the camera focuses on it. Hold on. Okay, bridge. There's always a sigh after a monster. For me, whenever a Monster X song ends, it's like, that was cool. Yeah, those of you who are new to K-pop in general, so Monster X has been around since 2015. They're with a agency called Starship Entertainment. Starship isn't like a super large agency, but they have some quality groups under their banner. They used to run one of the most beloved girl groups, a girl group called Sistar. Then Sistar disbanded, and actually, I remember this one iconic Sistar video. It was called "Shake It," and at that time, Monster X were still trainees, so they make cameos. It's very common for an agency to have like their trainees, cameo in an established artist's music video. Anyway, but Monster X made a name for itself with their great vocal ability and super tight choreography. And by tight, it means exactly. They look sharp, you know. Yeah. It was funny when I saw the song being announced. I pronounced it Fantasia, like the Disney thing, Fantasia, And then when I heard the song, I noticed they pronounced it Fantasia, and I was like, okay, I'll go with it, So, yeah, it's I almost picked. So for this appreciation video, I really wanted to see the choreography, and I almost picked. There's a studio, a YouTube studio distributor. They're called Studio Chum, and they like to do. They like to go up to idol groups and say, "Hey, do your choreo for us, and we'll put it on the internet for you." And Studio Chum, on their channel, they have a choreography version of Monster X. I almost picked that one because you really can appreciate all their moves. How intense it. This is a very intense choreography. At first glance, it doesn't seem so, especially if you're just watching a music video as well. Because they're showing other things that are going on. But I've watched almost every single performance of Monster X's for this song during this current promotional cycle. Today is June 11th, and it's the third. Technically, it's going to the third week of promotions for Monster X on music shows. So I remember I watched them the second week when they were first eligible for music show wins. And and I only know this, and again, I'm not an expert choreographer, because I watch a lot of K-pop groups. I was like, wow, they're the moves, typical boy group stuff, right? At certain points, they're like explosive movements, usually a kick. Boy groups will usually kick more, use their legs more to kick outwards more than a girl group. There isn't a lot of that going on. There's some in this choreo, but their movements are more controlled, and they're always constantly in motion, especially during the chorus. They do this like the sideways thing, the sideways move, and it looks exhausting. And I felt very validated, actually. In the Studio Chum choreography version for the song, they released like an outtakes, like behind the scenes, and they all six of them were like, "Oh man, I'm super tired." I think I remember at one point, both rappers, yeah, it was both rappers. I think it was Juhoney and IM, like. When the director yelled "cut," they both dropped to the floor. It's not because they are weak men; they were just super tired. So, yeah. Anyway, let's look at the video again. Okay, so it's interesting. I don't. This color scheme in the background. So you got the yellow and the black here. I just did another video the other day for NCT 127's Kick It, and this color scheme is prevalent in their video as well. So I was like, man, what's going on? This is the popular color. So oh, here's the thing. I was not going to do this appreciation video for this song yet. I was going to wait like another week and a half. But last week, when I would get up from, after sleeping, right, I brushed my teeth, I would start humming. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And then at certain times I would catch myself saying Fantasia, Fantasia, dun, dun. And that's when I knew. I was like, okay, the song is really in my soul. So it felt the appropriate time to do this kind of video. Again, typical Monsta X sound in the background. I like how they start off with Jew Honey's rap, because he's a badass.
Fantastic, that's me cause I slay. Top of the top, my level is A.
I love it when he rhymes slay, and then the next verse he's like, because my level is A. You know, again, it's the little things. Oh, man, they sound so good. Yeah, this is Kian. Yeah, and then we'll go to Shonu, the leader of the group. For you Mom Baby fans out there, that shot's for you. Thought you appreciate that. Oh yeah, if you're new to Monsta X, that's what their fandom is called, Mon Babies. So it's a great name. So boom. Okay, hold on. Okay, right here, watch the choreo.
Bring it back, back, back. Bring it back, back, back. Let me be your fantasy. Bring it back, back, back.
Alright, I'm gonna cut off I am here for a second. Let's go back. Alright, here we go. Look at the choreo. Now, so they've kind of hunched over, they're moving their knees, and they're kind of like I don't use the word wobble, but they're going left and right, back, left and right, left and right. And it doesn't look difficult. But again, now that, and when I am is rapping, that part, bring it back, 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 the range of movement has widened now, okay? And again, they haven't had a break, okay? It's been nonstop. So yeah, I can't blame them for being exhausted. And I'm pointing that out to show the level of conditioning these 6 men are in. Okay, it's phenomenal. So there's a reason why they have such a dedicated fandom, and Monsta X is like top tier.
Bring it back, back, back. Bring it back, back, back. Sir,
Okay.
I'm good.
I Am is my favorite. If I had to pick a favorite, I would go with Actually, I don't know if I have a favorite. I really respect all 6 of them, but I do like, for male K-pop rappers, I would definitely argue I Am is my favorite in terms of his vocal tone. They have another song, which I've covered on this channel, called Follow. And there's a part in Follow where I Am goes, ay. And it's so guttural, and it sounds cool. So yeah, I really like the tone of his voice. Like just there, when he said, huh. Again, that's not, you can't train for that. You have to be born with that kind of tone and the ability to express it. So
Sir, I'm good, huh? Yo, I go loco. Good be dollar, 우린 take my flow, huh?
funny thing, that Studio Chum choreography version of the song, when during the outtakes or whatever, I don't know who it was. They're off camera. They're saying I Am, saying, "Hey, you should say something to all the international fans." So he starts saying like "I love you" in different language. I know he starts off with Thai, and I know this because ethnically I'm Thai and I can understand Thai. So he goes "Pomlakun," which means "I love you," and he starts rattling off like "I love you" in these different languages. And at the end, they're like, "You should say thank you." You should say, the person just says say "spasiba," which is "spasiba" is Russian for thank you, and he just looks at it and he's like, "No, man, I just say 감사합니다," which is thank you in Korean. So I just thought it was funny. So
I'm 보통 나의 스타일이 니들의 모토 박자를 갈패를 들으면 우린 속도를 올려.
Oh, you know what? I've been talking about the members and the music and their physical fitness and the awesome choreo. The style of the video, I like this. What's going on here with these backup dancers? They've got these masks on. Their torsos are exposed and they're kind of flailing around. I don't know what the vision is, what the vision of the director was, but I was for it. Later, there's a scene where you just see like a bunch of arms reach out from like this darkness, which I thought was cool. So, sweet vocal tone. You know what? I just realized something when Shonu is dancing in that water there. So, water splashing. And for those of you who are new, they also have, Monster X also has a wonderful song. It's really good. I really like it. That came out February 2019. Yeah, it's called Alligator. And there's one dance break scene where like they're all like splashing in the water like this. It's great. So that just brought me back to that moment in that video. So there we go. The arms. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, I like that shot. I don't know. That's just a me thing. Sorry. Yeah, that's a cool one right there. It's a great shot. I like it. So, should I talk about this now with Hyungwon here? No, I'll wait till the end. Hold on. You know, most bridge parts in songs, sometimes they take they'll ramp the entire tempo down just to give people a breather, which is important. I would argue the bridge part in Fantasia here has the same function, but it hasn't been, the tempo doesn't really ramp down all that much. You're still like, you know, kind of this hyper excited state, at least for me, which I'm okay with. See, the drum machine in the background hasn't really lowered tempo. Actually, it's going up now. Outro. Fantasia. It's super addicting. I said that like the other day I was cooking and I was like Fantasia, and then my dog came over. It's like, what are you doing? Are you singing? So yeah, right, Gizmo? My dog is asleep next to me here, to my left. Ah, such a good song. So, you know what? I'm gonna do this. First time for this channel. Hold on for a second. MONSTA X. Hold on. MONSTA X. Fantasia. Costume. Dance. Those of you who are new are like, what are you doing, Simon? For those old school not old school Mon babies, but that those of you who have seen this, you know what I'm about to show. So earlier I was referencing Hyungwon. I was like, man, you know, Hyungwon, he really has my respect. And the reason he has my respect, so they just uploaded this video, like, recently. And they got in these weird, wacky costumes, and Hyungwon got, I don't know if he got screwed. That's not my harsh word. But, so he's in the T-Rex costume here. And he has to dance. And he dances pretty well. Here's the chorus. Watch him. Look at that. With his short, stubby T-Rex arms, he's still making it look awesome. Is that not the best thing you've seen? And look at him go! Okay, this is his part. How does he not look like a fool? I'll tell you why. Because the man's an amazing dancer. That's why. Okay? Freaking Shonu got off easy with his... He's in the front and center right now with his fisherman outfit. Anyway, that's why I have lots of respect for Hyungwon. Yeah. So, Mon Babies, I feel a little bit of your pain. I know some of you are a little irritated because of what's going on in the music shows right now. For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, or if you're new to K-pop. So, you know, when a group promotes their song, they promote these music programs in South Korea, and they have them every day except for Monday. Okay, and you could win on the music shows. MONSTA X will usually win, you know, consistently, and they'll usually like win like all the music shows, or at least a majority of them. Unfortunately, this time, so they won one music show. It was called, aptly, it's called The Show. Okay, that's on Tuesdays, I think. Unfortunately, sometimes it's a matter of timing as well. Mon Babies, I feel your pain. Yeah, they were just up against some really top tier singers and groups during this promotional cycle. What there was EXO's Baekhyun came out with a song called Candy, and South Koreans love him, and there's lots of EXO fans out there. Anyway, and then what? Yeah, the first week, and then it was in freaking NCT 127's new song Punch, which that was M Countdown. They didn't even show up to promote that. That's my one problem about music shows. Like you could on some of them you could still win without showing up. And then this week, so again, right now it's the week of June 11th, right? Monster X is running up against some stiff competition. They're running up against like the juggernaut of girl groups, freaking Twice, with their song More and More. So those of you new to K-pop, you're going to be like, wow, Simon, you're really talking about this. So when I first got into K-pop, I was like, wow, these fandoms are really, really like rooting for their favorites to win in these shows. And like sometimes they get like super mean and like they trash the other groups. I don't do that personally. Everyone's working hard, right? And whether it's your favorite group or whatnot, everyone's working hard. So yeah, try not to. Once you get into K-pop, try not to get sucked into fan wars. Don't do that. Okay, it's a black hole of despair you'll never climb out of. Okay. And here's the thing, Mon Babies, I feel your pain, but don't forget, your boys are awesome. They're awesome, regardless of how many wins they get for a promotion cycle or not. They're awesome. That doesn't change how amazingly talented they are. This is what I say to myself each time one of my favorite girl groups, Dreamcatcher, promotes, because Dreamcatcher has 0 wins. Okay, and I love Dreamcatcher. But I still love them, even though they haven't won anything on a music show. But yeah, so new K-pop fans, that's your quick primer into the deep dark world of music show wins. But if you're new, I hope you have a newfound appreciation for Monsta X. They're really great. I'll put in a link below as well. I've covered on this channel Monster X's other song back from October, which was Follow, which is an amazing song. The song is so good. Mon Babies, hold strong. You don't know what's going to happen this weekend. We'll see. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, listen. Wow, it's 22 minutes. Thank you for spending the past 22 minutes with me. Y'all take care. Be safe. I'll come back with another video very soon. Okay. Until then, be good to each other. I'll catch y'all later. Bye bye for now.